Hi Gemini, welcome back to the Warrior's Journey Tarot. This is your weekly reading for April 23rd to the 30th. I'm going to be pulling a 5-card spread with clarifiers and then some oracle cards. This deck is the Goddess Tarot deck by Chris Walder. Let's get started with your reading here. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 23rd to the 30th. Can we please get a reading here? A positive reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. First card is a situation. Second is you, Gemini. Third is what's surrounding you. Fourth is the outcome. And then I'll take the fifth as the underlying energy. Each card gets a clarifier from the bottom of the deck. It's for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please, for April 23rd to the 30th. There's your situation. We've got the Prince of Staves, just like the Page of Wands. And then we've got the Hermit with Goddess Chango on the bottom here, clarifying that. Now next is you, Gemini. Let's get a card representing you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 23rd to the 30th, please. Card representing you, Gemini, for April 23rd to the 30th, please. So we got the King of Swords and clarifying 4 of Cups. Can we get a card representing what's surrounding you? What's surrounding Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 23rd to the 30th, please? What's surrounding Gemini? Got, Goddess Saraswati with the High Priestess position. And the Emperor with Goddess Freya. And then we got the outcome, please. What's the outcome? Can we please get the outcome for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 23rd to the 30th? Alright. So we got Ace of Wands, and on the bottom we've got 9 of Swords, and the underlying energy is Goddess Kuan Yin with Sacrifice, which is like the Hangman card. Alright, so the Prince of Wands or the Page of Wands is speaking to some new exciting opportunity. That's what this situation is about. Whether it be some new inspiring project, something that you're using your creative skills, artistic skills for. Whenever I see the wands and then I see Goddess Saraswati, it all kind of ties in with something that requires you to use your creativity, artistic skills, imagination, and wisdom. The Prince of Staves here with the Page of Wands positioning is about some message coming in or some opportunity coming in for you to be able to manifest some new project. Now, clarifying this, you've got the Hermit with Goddess Chang-O, and the Hermit card is about a period of being introspective and antisocial, staying in retreat, doing meditation, very spiritual, keeping counsel with yourself, trying to figure things out and process whatever's been going on personally, and trying to evolve spiritually, seeking deeper truths, all of this kind of thing. So I feel like this Hermit card with this Prince of Staves or this Page of Wands energy, some kind of new inspiring project, and it might be even something that's regarding spirituality or some kind of retreat or some kind of pilgrimage, or just maybe even a vipassana or some kind of short-term meditation, something that's going to help you get your mind right, get aligned, get spiritually evolved, something along that line. So you have the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is someone who's very logical, very fair, and because swords are, representing air signs, so I take that double meaning for you, Gemini, with the King of Swords. The King of Swords is someone who's very successful. It's also got this divorcee energy. It does not have to be a woman or a man. It's a single male, or a divorcee father, or woman, single mother kind of energy. And the King of Swords is someone who is making decisions from a logical, kind of reasonable point of view or perspective, instead of letting the emotions take over and acting out of, from the heart or from emotion. It's more along the lines of being logical, being fair, and assessing the situation. And then communication is very good with the King of Swords, someone who can articulate what they're trying to get across in a very constructive way. Now, clarifying this, you've got the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is just this card of being in, you see this beautiful scene here. It's a sunny day. Well, it's got this kind of moon in the background as well, though. But this woman here is under this tree, and it's a card of lethargy, or being in a daydreamy kind of state, kind of maybe. You see this Ace of Cups. It's always separated from the Three of Cups, just like the Five of Cups. The Two Cups are separated from the Three Cups. So it's a call for you to kind of snap out of this funk. This Four of Cups energy is this focusing on the past with the Three of Cups, or it also comes up when maybe even people around you, because the Three of Cups alone, it's a very social card. It can speak to the dating life, or your girl squad, or past relationships. So this Three of Cups is something that's engaging you, so much so that you're mesmerized and you're not seeing your Ace of Cups, your cup that's full. So it's being in this kind of like funk where you are so engaged with this social scene here with the Three of Cups that you're forgetting that you have everything to be happy within your own life. That you, this personally for me, when I see the Four of Cups, it's this card of energy of when people are trying and they see your Ace of Cups, they see your cup is full, and that your cup is big and your cup is full, and they're trying to engage you and make you play with them and get you in some kind of petty stuff where you forget about your Ace of Cups. They didn't, but the trick is to make you feel like, you're deep in this kind of mesmerized state where you forget. Now, the King of Swords also has that sword of truth, victory, and clarity. So for you, Gemini, it's cutting off. Maybe perhaps you are feeling like the King of Swords because you need to cut off what is not serving in your best interest anymore. I feel like you know already that there's something that's distracting you and not working in your best interest and making you feel like they're trying to make you feel less than or something because your cup is full. And this King of Swords knows very well their worth and sees things clearly. So I feel like with that sword of truth, victory, and clarity, the King of Swords is always ready to chop off what doesn't serve in their best interest anymore, just like the Queen of Swords. And around you, you've got Goddess Saraswati representing the major arcana position of the High Priestess. The goddess Saraswati is the goddess of creating Sanskrit, the consort of Brahma. She is one of the three major goddesses, Lakshmi and Parvati being the others. And she has this beautiful instrument here. She's the goddess of intelligence, wisdom, and the arts, creativity, especially here with music. So I feel like this High Priestess energy, now we can't forget, she does represent, Goddess Saraswati does represent the position of the High Priestess. High Priestess also representing wisdom. She's got that book in her lap, and she has, this ability to see beyond the veil and see all the secrets of the world, every thought, everything. And so she's someone who, when she pops up with the High Priestess card, it's about a secret that's about to be revealed, or possibly some kind of secret that is not supposed to be revealed, or this feeling of empowerment from knowing a secret. And also it could speak to intuition, very much so. The High Priestess is this energy around you with Goddess Saraswati as well, backing it up with wisdom, creativity. And I always say Goddess Saraswati is always very classy, very full of substance and very simple. And this energy surrounding the King of Swords, this wisdom energy, and also the High Priestess is a very passive energy of knowing. And so you've got this High Priestess intuitive wisdom energy around you, whether that be somebody represented through the High Priestess, through Goddess Saraswati around you, or I feel like this is like the divine influence here that's making you see things clearly, making you see that this is not working on your best interest and getting ready to chop, chop, chop and get rid of what doesn't serve for your highest good. So clarifying Goddess Saraswati, you have another goddess, we have Freya, in the position of the Emperor. So the Emperor is all about control, boss energy, leadership, ruled over by Aries, and it's a card, you know, Aries ruled by Mars, very powerful male energy, very patriarchal, very fiery war energy, tactical, strategic, brilliant. And so when it's represented by Goddess Freya with this chariot as well, you get the other aspect of the major arcana card, the chariot, speaking to change happening, movement, travel, and all of it though together is this card for the Emperor represented by the word power. So I feel like surrounding you also, because I was saying it might be divine guidance, whether it be the planetary alignment or whatever it is, this Goddess Saraswati, this High Priestess, this wisdom energy around you backed up with power, with Goddess Freya. I feel like around you, you have this divine power, you have this backup, you have this wisdom, and it's influencing you. Now, in the outcome, you got Ace of Wands. It's a very virile card. Ace of Wands is very passionate, creatively inspired. All aces are very potent. Now, this Ace of Wands is very potent. It's a male fire energy, and it's about some passionate new beginning, something that you're very excited about, and it's got the potential to lead to great growth and great inspiration, excitement, and manifestation. Clarifying this Ace of Staves is the Nine of Swords. So Nine of Swords is about sleepless nights, being stressed out, worrying too much. It's a nightmare card where, you know, it doesn't have to be a terrible nightmare, but Nine of Swords comes up when you're stressing about something, you know, generally speaking, from my personal experience. When Nine of Swords comes up, it's when you're thinking about something too much, you're worried. Maybe you have something big going on. Maybe you've been putting things into the works and you're just worried about, you know, how this is going to play out and what the best move is. With the Ace of Wands in the situation, and especially looking at this sacrifice of the Hanged Man, Goddess Kuan Yin, I feel like this might be, you know, along the lines of, now particularly because they've depicted Goddess Kuan Yin here with a baby, okay? So for some of you, I feel like especially with the divorcee, single father or single mother energy with the King of Swords, sacrifice is here, right? And this King of Swords ready to chop off and get rid of things that no longer serve in their best interest, right? Something that's been taking your energy, some past relationship. Hermit card is another card of being solo, okay? Now what's going on though is you've got this Ace of Wands, very virile, phallic symbol here, okay, with the Ace of Wands, very passionate wand here, the big D, okay? So for some of you, it might be that you have some opportunity coming in for some new passionate affair, passionate rendezvous, okay, some secret rendezvous, a la Kieran White, okay? Something exciting that's going on, that's presented an opportunity to you, but you have reservations about it. You've got the stress and fear about it. And underlying all of this, okay, is this because you're solo, the single parent energy, and then you've got the sacrifice, the hangman card is not moving forward with something because you're sacrificing for the greater good. Why? Because others benefit from your being in stasis. All right, so hangman is also a card of being stuck, but the hangman is a major arcana. It's a very powerful person who can put themselves on hold for the greater good. All right, so we've got this beautiful goddess here with Goddess Kuan Yin. Just going to move these up a bit. And then I'm going to pull one from the top and one from the bottom from Gabrielle Bernstein's Miracles Now. They're very quick. Just read right off the card. All right. So let's get one card. And I'll take the bottom card too for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 23rd to 30th, please. For April 23rd to 30th, please. Okay, we have, when I allow others to support me, I support them too. Okay, I hope that resonates for you. And then on the bottom, to relinquish control, I simply let loose and allow myself to be more childlike. And, you know, you always see control issues with, also with the Emperor card. Here it's representing power with Goddess Freya, but it's a fourth position in the major arcana. That is the Emperor. So relinquishing control and allowing people to help you. Sometimes for a lot of us, we don't like to ask for help. It's all up to you if you want to or if you don't want to. Either way, you're good. All right, so this is the Divine Feminine Oracle cards by Megan Watterson, one of my favorite decks. Let's see what beautiful goddess or ascended master or saint from wherever in the world, because they come from all over the world, will pop up here for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 23rd to the 30th, please. There we go. Ooh! Yay, yay, yay. I love it. On the bottom, we've got the cosmic egg, the divine feminine. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of an ever-expanding love. Beautiful. But we're going to read these two goddesses, and I really love it when Goddess Sekhmet comes out. This lion-faced goddess, especially with Goddess Freya, who's got the cats here, that she's leading the chariot. It's been a major theme for my readings, in the last few readings that I've done, this cat energy, Goddess Sekhmet, Goddess Freya popping up constantly. So I love Goddess Sekhmet. Can you just feel the power from this card? The Red Lady, I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. And I'm going to read about Goddess Sekhmet in a second. Thank you. I love it. And then we have the Black Madonna. Isn't that beautiful? Our Lady of the Hermits. And here's the hermit right here. I love it. And we've got her with the baby, which is like this Kuan Yin that, card with sacrifice, with the hangman card, referencing both of these. Isn't that fantastic? I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. So they both popped up for you. So definitely we see this mommy energy as well, okay? Or this parent energy. So let's read about these goddesses. All right. Sekhmet. It's not in alphabetical order, so it takes me a second. 174. When your soul selects her card, holy rage, sacred anger, and positive aggression. These states of being are crucial aspects of the divine feminine. It's the female power that ends wars, that brings home missing children, that seeks justice for the earth and for those who can't defend themselves. The brilliant artist and mystic William Blake relates that the voice of honest indignation is the voice of God. The feminine has for too long been disassociated from rage and anger. If we can't embody the fiery emotion of anger, it often festers or expresses itself in subversive, manipulative ways, or it leaves us anxious and frustrated. Positive aggression, acting with love on behalf of what breaks our heart or enrages us, is what allows us to become agents of change to better our lives and the world around us. Sekhmet wants us to come face to face with our true strength. Power doesn't come from passive-aggressive behaviors. We don't have to fear expressing our anger directly to an institution or a person who is acting unjustly. Sekhmet wants us to see that anger is an essential emotion. And Sekhmet is a sacred call to move that anger from pure emotion into conscious action. She wants us to act with conviction and from love. She wants us to create the healthy boundaries we need so we aren't injured again and again, or so that we can free ourselves from a destructive pattern it's time to end. We have a divine right to draw a sacred circle around us at all times. The protection we invoke for ourselves and others helps move us from feeling helpless to taking loving action. Soul Voice Meditation. Where can I create loving boundaries in my life? Intention. I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. All right, so just a little bit about Goddess Sekhmet because she's so awesome. Sekhmet represents a sacred rage that keeps us protected and reminds the world of the pure strength of female power. Sekhmet is an Egyptian warrior goddess depicted with the head of a lioness and the body of a woman. The lion was considered the fiercest hunter in Egypt and a sign of protection. She is the daughter of the sun god Ra. The red solar disk that she wears indicates that she is a solar deity. She is known as the powerful one, the Red Lady, she who mauls, and the one before whom evil trembles. The ancient Egyptians held rituals at the end of war and at the beginning of each new year to tame the wrath of Sekhmet. They would play music, drink beer that was dyed with pomegranate juice, and dress all of the Sekhmet statues in red. It was believed that the inebriation would lull the goddess into a stupor and end her destruction. Sekhmet was a powerful guardian and protector of the pharaoh. She was called on during times of war and considered to be a goddess of divine retribution. Thank you, Goddess Sekhmet. Isn't that awesome? I kept this goddess card up just for days. I could feel the power. I love looking at her. I just love it. All right, so let's read about the Black Madonna. 26. It says, Our Lady of the Hermits, I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. So when your soul selects her card, for millennia, the body, the earth, all forms of matter have been devalued and misunderstood. The dark has been so vilified, yet all life emerges from the pitch black womb. The darkness is potential. It's the crucial and elemental stage we must all go through to create a new or more life. The Black Madonna is the emblem of deep wisdom, the profound consciousness that is inherent in all things. All living and creative things are energy. The body has wisdom, the earth has wisdom, and the pain we experience as humans contains deep wisdom. When we are in the fires of suffering, it can be difficult to trust that gold is being forged. It can be hard to trust that when we are in terrific pain, that there is a process at work that will make us more authentic, more alive, and infinitely freer. It can be almost impossible to accept or notice the presence of the divine when we are at our most human. The Black Madonna is the cauldron that holds us steadfastly as we endure the alchemy of integrating more soul into our existence. She is the promise that what doesn't survive the fires of suffering was never meant for us. And she is the presence that is there with us even though we might feel the most alone, reminding us that there is no darkness we can enter without being met by love. So Soul Voice Meditation. How is my solitude serving me? And the intention, I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. A little bit about the Black Madonna. She represents the power we all have to emerge from the darkness transformed. There are over 500 Black Madonnas throughout Europe. Historians believe many of the icons are actually of the Egyptian goddess Isis and her son Horus. which were carried over from Egypt during the Crusades. Other icons of the Black Madonna are meant to represent earth goddesses and are worshipped for the fertility miracles attributed to them. She is often depicted holding the royal scepter of a ruling monarch. Jungian psychologist Marion Woodman believes that the Black Madonna represents a new awareness or consciousness toward the earth and our bodies. She represents the wisdom we can only accrue when we go through the often painful fires of transformation. In The Pregnant Virgin, Woodman relates that only the intensity of the fire can unite body and soul. The Black Madonna helps us become conscious of the spirit in matter, of the light in the dark, of the intersection of sexuality and spirituality. This particular Black Madonna resides in the Benedictine monastery in Einsiedeln, Switzerland. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. The abbey is dedicated to Our Lady of the Hermits because a chapel where she resides was originally the hermitage of Saint Meinrad, a 9th century hermit. Einsiedeln is the birthplace of the renowned alchemist Paracelsus. Alchemy is the physical process of transforming base metals into unalloyed gold, which represents a spiritual and metaphysical process of burning away all obstacles to just be the soul. The Black Madonna is loved for having been through the fires of loss and for emerging with a greater capacity to love. Every afternoon for hundreds of years, the monks of the abbey have come out from the meditation to sing Salve Regina to Our Lady of the Hermits. Thank you to the Black Madonna and to Goddess Sekhmet. I love this. Love them. Too many. Let's pull now a crystal card from Rachel Sharman. This is the crystal reading cards. It's going to give us a crystal to work with for the week of April 23rd to the 30th, as well as a chakra to work with that might need some healing. So this is for Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 23rd to the 30th. Can we please get a crystal for Gemini? A crystal and a chakra for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 23rd to the 30th, please. Citrine, abundance. Beautiful. I love citrine. It's one of my favorites. My crystal's outside. I know it's been a long time, but I have to pack them all up soon, so I'm just going to leave them out there in the fresh air for as long as I can. On the bottom, we have Morganite, relationship healing. Okay. Let's read about citrine here. About abundance. It's yellow and gold in color. And it's related to your solar plexus chakra, and that's your tummy area. Purification crystal on all levels, assists in manifesting wealth and abundance, shifts old patterns of negativity, and brings in the joy and magic of life. Especially when it's related to your solar plexus chakra, which is your tummy area, just like right starts beneath that ending of your rib cage in the center. Any kind of yellow stones as well, it's really beneficial to look at, meditate with, take some time, and having them around you is even better to help with your solar plexus chakra. So this is citrine. Let's read a little bit about that. It says, the universe is an abundance of pure energy, and you are connected to this energy at all times. Due to life experiences, challenges, and self-doubts, you may at times shut yourself off from this powerful creative flow, but in truth, you are always connected. You have the ability and opportunity to call upon this energy of abundance at all times. You deserve the riches and fruits this amazing world has to offer. Open and receive as the devas of citrine shower you with their potent energy of abundance. Allow this energy to dissolve any fears you may have around money or receiving the abundance you deserve. Enjoy this new vibration that is bathing you right now, and accept that you are worthy of receiving it. If you've been experiencing lack in any areas of your life, it's time to shift your focus back onto positive thoughts of abundance. If you are thinking of a new adventure or relationship, the Devas of Citrine say that this is a positive move which will bring the prosperity of abundance into your life. So, honestly, if you are, as I was looking at this, I was thinking this Prince of Staves and this Ace of Staves. This Prince of Staves feels like it's somebody asking you on a date or something, okay? Really and truly, because it's a youthful energy, it's a young energy. And as far as these action cards go with these fire signs and the court cards, this Prince of Staves is someone that's collecting information or relaying a message. And the fiery quality of the wands, especially when I see the Ace of Wands at the end, very virile card. It feels like it's something like a passionate relationship that, you know, has been an offer has been extended here. You have your reservations about it because it looks like you're a parent and you're very worried about, you know, how this is going to pan out. It's giving you a little bit of sleepless nights here and bad dreams, kind of. But it's saying, even with the crystal here with citrine of abundance, I didn't even expect that, saying if you have this new relationship opportunity, it's one as well that can lead to great material abundance, and saying go for it. The last two cards are the Romance Oracle cards. This is Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. Let me pull a card here for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 23rd to the 30th, please. It's for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 23rd to the 30th, please. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. So we see... Okay, so sorry about that. I had to go see to something because I'm not alone. So we got another... I was speaking to having 3 cards about control issues. We got the Emperor, which has connotations of control issues as well. And then we've got to relinquish control, I simply let loose and allow myself to be more childlike. And here we've got let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. I will read that to you. Let's just peek on the bottom. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. But we're going to read about let go of control issues. And then we'll read the last oracle card after that. The Romance Angels have heard your prayers about your love life. Now it's up to you to allow their help to manifest by stepping out of their way. By trying to control other people or external circumstances, you'll only frustrate yourself and slow down your answered prayer. There are plenty of times in life that are call for you to take a charge. There are plenty of times in life that call for you to take charge, but this isn't one of them. Of course, it's fine to have your preferences, practice visualizations, and hold intentions. Definitely ask the angels for your desires. This card is a reminder, however, that your prayer may be answered differently from what you had in mind. Be open to all possibilities and trust in God's infinite wisdom and compassionate love. Control issues are based upon fears that others, including God or whatever you believe in, won't live up to your expectations. This is also called outlining, where you hand the universe a script of how you want it and everyone to behave. Outlining could cause you to overlook an even more beautiful way in which your prayers may be answered. So please call upon the Romance Angels to elevate your levels of trust so that you can enjoy the creative avenues by which true love comes to you. All right. So if that's what you're worried about, is that what you're, been stuck thinking about? With the Ace of Wands, obviously there's attraction here. You even got chemistry, I believe, on the bottom. Oh no, that you got very soon. Sorry about that. But the Ace of Wands is about having passion for this person. It's something exciting to you, something that's inspiring. The citrine crystal was also speaking to this new relationship. If you have some new opportunity resulting in great abundance. Now, you got control issues for sure. And this one was speaking to outlining. just in summary, saying whoever this is that's asking you out, or, you know, offering a date, or offering you a passionate relationship here, or an invitation to go out, whatever it may be, saying they might not look like what you're expecting or what you're used to, or doesn't have, you know, doesn't meet with the criteria that you have, may not be from the same background or even religious background. But it's like, don't overlook this person. Up to you again, you know. Having your values is great, and having, you know, your religion, your spirituality, or your culture being important to you, I respect that. It's just, this card specifically is saying you might be overlooking someone fantastic in this particular read, for whoever's hearing this and needs to hear this. So this is Whispers of Love by Angela Hartfield. Can you please get a card from the top and from the bottom, because these are very short. For Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 23rd to the 30th, please. Okay, I'll take that. Treasure your loved ones. It is important to love others deeply. And this is another card with a parent on it. Okay, look at that. There's two hands. And there's a mother reading to her child, and there's this hibiscus flowers here, and this drop of water with the whole world in there. All right. So on the bottom we have spiritual connection. This relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. So you see this kind of split as well with these oracle cards. One is about treasuring your loved ones. And then it's this other one with this pull towards a romantic relationship as well, which is based on a spiritual connection that goes beyond this lifetime. All right, so I'm going to leave this here and I'll read both. Whoever it is that you're dealing with looks like they're very special. And it's a past life connection, for sure. 10 here, treasure your loved ones. It's important to love others deeply. We have a group of people in our lives that love and support us. Cherish these people, whether it is a special partner, your family, or your friends. The angels are prompting you that you need to reach out to your loved ones and make sure you show them love. For some of you, it might be your children who maybe are feeling neglected. Maybe they're feeling like they don't want, you know, their mom or dad going out on dates again or something. Whatever it is, asking for some more snuggles or cuddles. Okay, and then you've got spiritual connection here, number 27. This relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. Everything happens for a reason. Know that some of the people that come into our life are there just to help teach us a lesson and make a real impact on our life. Whether this is a love, soulmate relationship, or a relationship for growth, it is important to you in this lifetime. So with this reading, that was the last oracle card. I also feel like if you don't let go of these control issues, it's just going to end up that, you know, this is going to break up and it's an opportunity missed. Up to you though, however. That was your reading, Gemini, for April 23rd to the 30th. I'll have your May reading up in the next day. All right, so take care. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you guys very soon. Bye for now.